What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Thomas, and today I have an amazing care package from my boy Coach Vuitton and his company Dear Lover Co. In this video, I want to show you guys what one of our very own community members is doing, the clothes he's designing, and hopefully get a chance to talk to him so he can explain to y'all what's happening with his brand. Because as a Supreme and streetwear YouTuber, there's nothing I like to see more than you guys doing your thing, designing clothes, trying to make a name for yourself, taking inspiration from different areas of your life and putting it together in various garments to express yourself in a way that hopefully other people connect with too. So join me as we unbox this Dear Lover Company care package. Thank you again to Coach, Tulsa Trap, and of course, everyone watching at home. So if you guys enjoy streetwear and other unboxing content, be sure to hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date every single time I post and go live. I go live every single Thursday for Supreme Live Cops, and all that yammering out of the way. Let's get this package open, man. I'm excited. I mean, this is a big freaking bag. We're just gonna go for it. Oh man. We're starting off with the big one, but let's do it. Oh, I see. Everything is in the backpack. Well, first things first, we have the Dear Lover Co. backpack. This thing is so sick, man. I love the camouflage pattern on it. We get the Frankenstein patch, which is Velcro. You can take off these, do what you want with them. Dear Lover Co. with the gun, super sick. DLC. Downloadable content, Dear Lover Co., whatever you want, man. This thing is awesome. You got some loops and straps and super nice, man. I love a good middle buckle on a double strap, man. Something about it when you're walking through the airport and you got a heavy ass backpack is super helpful. Pockets up top. Let's get into it. All right. Item number one. Well, item number two are these jorts, which are super dope. They're Wrangler, so that's neat, printed on Wrangler. And we have Dear Lover here on the front with a nice embroidered pattern on the right leg, super sick. And on the back, we have some like 50s Americana, punk. I forget what you call that style with the big giant spikes, but I know they do that in Japan. That takes inspiration from like 60s biker gangs, something like that. Very cool, animated styles. This is printed onto the denim. And I love this color, man. A nice gray in a size, I think 31 by 34. So I'll have a little bit of hang to it. I'll definitely be putting this stuff on at the very end of the video. All right, next up, we got two hats, and I believe one of these, this one, might be Tulsa Trap. So we'll talk about this one first, which is the Dear Lover X Tulsa Trap collaboration hat that they did a couple months back. Links to all the social medias in the description for Coach, Dear Lover, Tulsa Trap, everybody mentioned. But pretty cool trucker hat with the wings of the eagle. Dear Lover, Tulsa Trap in that kind of hardcore font. On an auto hat, looks pretty decent. Still got the hang tag on it as well. I love this one, man. I saw this in the store when we were on FaceTime, and I was like, man, I need the Monster Energy inspired hat. I might have to just throw this on right here. I just love this thing. Look at that, 89 MC Champ. I'm thinking about 3 buttons. Yep. And there we go. Next item. 2 more hats. Let's just get them out the way. We got the Dear Lover beanie. Same logo as featured on the backpack. It's the Dear Lover with the gun. I was talking with Coach yesterday and he was worried about his stuff being wrinkled. And out of everything, I wouldn't expect the beanie to be the one item that's wrinkled, but it looks like the patch is a little bit folded down, but I think over time, we'll get that fixed. It ain't too bad. But pretty sick beanie. Can't go wrong, baby. All black. I love this one too. next hat up. I mean, I got the Deer Lover hat special, guys. We gotta clear out some space in the wardrobe, but I love this font. Little screen printed design, like a hardcore 5-panel type style hat. Of course, we'll get up close and personal. Once we get everything out of the backpack, we'll do the Thomas I POV. Next item. Oh man, this shirt is hilarious, but very cool too. And the quality already feels amazing. Wow, Tulsa Trap has their own logo. This is definitely Tulsa Trap, and it is I survived 2015 through 2017 Zandemic. I mean, talk about very niche eras of history, but goddamn if it ain't the truth. The Zandemic, I mean, we're not gonna talk too much about it, but if you know, you know, and we made it out. This is a big XL shirt. Fuck it, it's gonna look gigantic on me, but hey, it is what it is. We'll wash it on warm, right? But hell yeah, brother, love to see it. And I'm just grateful to be alive. Next item. Last up, we have the Deer Lover jacket zip up, which is super dope, featuring some of the same designs we've been seeing throughout the video with the DLC barbed wire patch. We even have some Velcro on the outside here where you can probably Velcro stuff if you want. That's what Velcro is for. This is super cool. It's a nice lightweight material. Feels like a cotton or some kind of a canvas. I'm not always the best with materials, guys, you know that. Double YKK zipper, but it kind of feels like a military jacket or something. Yeah, Army commander's uniform, okay. Yeah, this is an old, reused military surplus, and he's done some pretty cool stitching, adding pockets, the zipper, probably dyed it as well. Of course, embroidered. And then on the back, we got that big Deer Lover, which is super sick. And I think that's everything, but let's get up close and personal, take a look at all of our awesome pieces here, and then hopefully get a chance to speak with Coach and talk about how he formed Deer Lover Co. and what their plans are for the future. All right, getting a better look at all the items. We'll start off with the backpack, which I love the shape of this square brick of a bag. Super useful. Big mesh pockets, big mesh pouch, interior zip pockets. This is gonna be a great personal item on the plane tomorrow. I'm legit super stoked. Usability of backpacks for me is the most important part. This is cool too that it's camo and will absolutely match my sole packs that I put on either side of my backpack to carry an extra pair of shoes. And I love the embroidery on the patches. The fact that you can mix and match them, buy new ones. It'd be cool to see them release exclusive patches that you could customize and do that sort of thing. I'm assuming they just come with these three. Yep, side pouches, nice, cool to see. And then up top, you have a strap there so you can put like a pillow or some other items on the front rear side of your bag, which is nice. You also have front pouch. There's the main pouch we already looked at. This one too, with some sleeves for pens, whatever you want. Camo pattern continues along the interior. I have a bunch of side loops here as well, which you could use for carabiners, hooking random stuff to it, whatever you want to do. And then there on the front straps, you got the two loops, your grab handle. Very nice. And then the mesh back for the sweat, of course. Literally everything that I want in a backpack. And I think it's super cool. So W Deer Lover Company. I wonder if these backpacks are still available on their website. All right, and then the jorts, baby. These are pretty soft for denim. They feel like they've been washed a bunch of times. I'm not sure how the denim was treated, but they are Wranglers. 100% cotton. Machine wash cold with light colors. Only non-chlorine bleach when needed. Tumble dry low or line dry. So here's the embroidered work from Dear Lover. You can see the inverted A. Nice touch there. Everything else is just basically a Wrangler jort. I guess I'll have to post in the Jort Affiliates channel on Font's Discord as a card-holding Jort member. Dope Wrangler patch. I love that one too. That reminds me of the Supreme logos. I've been calling it the Carhartt Supreme logo. Has it been Wrangler this whole time? I don't know. Here's another look at that screen print. You can see the motorcycle with flames, the big spikes. You got some rock and roll music happening. This guy's looking for a fight. The art is pretty cool. Sort of got an anime style. Love these. We'll definitely be rocking these a lot this summer. We can group all the hats together. We have the 3 Dear Lover hats and then the Tulsa Trap Monster Energy. I might just be slightly biased, but I love this monster inspired logo. I mean, it literally is the monster logo pretty much, with the MC champ or motorcycle champ, I think. This guy here, I feel like I've seen him before as well. Printed on an auto hat, number 88. Dear Lover 5-panel, one size fits most. You got that font yet again that was featured on the back of the jacket. Super sick. The Route 66, I don't think I showed that when I first unboxed this hat, but it's there. The Dear Lover Tulsa Trap collab, that was earlier this year. Very dope, love a good trucker. And the beanie, the only item that has been wrinkled so far, and it's just wrinkled below the lover. I think the patch got folded up a little bit, so I'll have to figure out a way to keep it flat. But won't be wearing any beanies anytime soon in Phoenix, so I'm not too worried about it. That is the hats from Dear Lover. Tulsa Trap Zandemic shirt, a little bit wrinkled, but that's just fine. I think that actually is perfect for this shirt. I survived 2015, 2017 Zandemic. I'd argue it probably went to at least 2018 as well, but we can leave it there for these 2 years. It's just funny that it's really short. It's probably the funniest part of this shirt. It is a really comfortable shirt. I haven't worn it yet, but I can just feel the cotton and it feels super soft. Like, love it. And I love the custom logo they've got there. Wash on cold, 100% cotton. Extra large, and man, it is extra large. Maybe a little too extra. That's all right. Can always make it a cutoff. I think this would be a great gym tank. Very funny. And last but not least, guys, we have the Dear Lover custom military jacket. I don't know what else to call it. This print is super dope. Very nice quality on this custom army jacket. Which I'm almost certain that's what it is. It reminds me a lot of, yeah, army stuff I've had in the past with this type of Velcro. Just the way it looks, the stitching, the pockets, the complete package. Super unique looking piece that I feel like really isn't fully appreciated unless it's on body. You got the DLC patch with the barbed wire, the 2 side pockets. I'm excited to wear this thing this fall. I mean, maybe a little bit this summer if it's cool enough in the mornings. Now let's talk to Coach and then maybe put some of this on at the end.
All right, I'm here with Coach and Sog. Hell yeah. From Dear Lover Co. and Tulsa Trap. And first things first, Coach, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell me a thing or two. Tell the people about Dear Lover Co. and kind of how you started your brand.
So I'm Coach. Dear Lover, I started in like 2018, 2019. Took a break for a fat minute. Dear Lover represents, there's a toxic thing in your life and the lover represents that. And you've got to let it go because it's affecting your life. And you've had good times with that thing. Mainly like, say if someone had a problem with drinking or a problem with substance abuse or just problems in relationships, just dropping it and letting it go. Yeah, that's mainly what it represents. But the best way I would explain it is for people that are like multi-creatives. That's the stuff I'm really into. So
Sick. Sog, tell me a little bit about Tulsa Trap, how you got started with that, what it means to you.
Me and my homie Sam run Tulsa Trap. We started it back in 2019. At first, it kind of started off as like a joke. We just got some T-shirts made, and they sold pretty well. So we got some more, and then we got some hoodies made. And then by that point, it was about early 2020, and we said, you know what, let's start printing it ourselves. And we ordered all of our screen printing stuff, and then it came in pretty much the week after COVID hit. So we spent that whole month of lockdown just learning how to screen print and stuff like that. As far as brand meaning goes, it's really just a collection of graphics and art and stuff like that. We kind of just make whatever stuff that's cool or funny stuff. We make like some shirts that say Zandemics. We're going to make some shirts that kind of look like some Ed Hardy dragons here pretty soon. Just kind of whatever we're feeling, really. Just graphics.
Love that, dude. Yeah, you sent me out that Monster Energy inspired logo, the motocross design. I think that stuff's so sick. Right on. And you guys do a lot of local stuff. Can you tell me, like, being based in Oklahoma, what the streetwear scene is like and what it's been like just being a part of that community and kind of meeting people through your guys' clothing and art?
So, I mean, I've set up events, and Sog has been there too. I've set up events where other vendors have came, other streetwear vendors. I would say it's not as strong as other places, but definitely we hold our own, and we're doing a lot of different shit compared to other people. And the thing that's great about Tulsa Trap is they have an actual location, and people can pull up every Sunday. And we're there, we're chopping it up, we're selling stuff, we're working on stuff. You know, a lot of people don't even have like actual storefront location, and you know, and I'm blessed to have Braden, Sog, Sam, let me be at the shop and sell. So actually having actual storefront location is a game changer, and having actual pop-ups and fashion shows. It's awesome, and it's very cool to have the community involved.
Hell yeah. What about you, Sog?
It's small, but it's like tight knit. I think that's the right word for it, where it's like it's pretty small, but everyone knows everybody type thing. That's the way I would describe it. Yeah,
for sure. One thing I wanted to ask you guys for sure is, you know, I think a lot of people that get into fashion for a couple years, they have their favorite brand. Maybe it's Supreme, maybe it's Bape or Carhartt, whatever, and they think, all right, I'm into clothes, I'm going to start my own brand. What are some common pitfalls you think people fall into, or what's maybe one thing you would have done differently when you were getting started? Because I think a lot of people think they can do this, but I know from personal experience and failing that it's much harder than people think to actually create a brand that people will want to pay money for the items.
Yeah. Okay. I would definitely say I wish I would have been more into the online presence in like 2019, 2020. I definitely wasn't, but I was mainly setting a lot of stuff up, but I love the way I did it because I didn't have a website until like 3 or 4 years in, but I would have pop-ups where 100 or 200 people would pop up, and all I had to do was make an Instagram post. So I built the community here, but I wish I would have definitely took a head start on the online, but I think we're holding out pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So my answer is going to be not well liked, but I think, in my opinion, the greatest thing to do is just get started. Like, even if you fail, go fail, bro. Go create a shitty product that no one likes and then promote it and then fail like over and over again. Like, get left with like fucking 50 or 100 of them sitting on your fucking couch. Just go do it, bro. You're going to get way more done trying and failing than you are just sitting around trying to prep, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can go try to be a plumber or be a mechanic, but until you actually touch a pipe or a car, bro, you're not going to know what you're doing.
Absolutely. I think consistent work beats almost everything. And I totally agree with that sentiment. Like, in terms of content from someone like me, people ask me like what to do or how to get better at making videos. It's like, dude, you got to make like 200 shitty videos before you make a good one. And it's cool to hear that too from the creative side. Next thing I want to ask, what do you guys both have planned for the near future? I mean, people are watching right now. What can they expect from Dear Lover Co. and Tulsa Trap in, let's say, the next month or two?
We're planning right now our second collab drop, and a lot of the stuff we sent you was from the first one. We're figuring out what we want to do. I got a couple more drops happening, and then I have an event November 2nd. It's a charity event, so I'm going to get all the money that's raised and donate it to the homeless, to this organization called the Be Heard Movement. And then Thomas, me and you have talked. I can't talk too much about it, but we have something for next year. Yeah.
Yeah, keep it on the down low.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. What's happening in Tulsa Trap world?
Just trying to figure it out. We're gonna make some more like all over print shirts. My homie Sam built like a at home all over press type thing. It can run one color, so we'll probably do a bunch of those in the summertime. People seem to like those quite a bit. We'll probably get some trucker hats and do some embroidery and stuff. Other than that, just like little trinkets, stickers, koozies, things like that.
And you guys both have websites right now that people can go to. Is there any product currently available?
Mine's all sold out.
All sold out. Damn, got to get it while it's hot.
Yeah.
My website, tulsatrap.com.
TulsaTrap.com, go to it. Well, I guess now let's go back a little bit. Coach, why don't you give a brief story about how you got into fashion? What were some of your brands that you liked growing up and kind of where that led you?
So, in like, trying to think what year this was. 2012, I would go thrifting. My mom took me thrifting for the first time, and I would get a lot of like older stuff, like a lot of old Champion jerseys and stuff like that. But so I was on Instagram at this point, and one thing me and you have talked about, Thomas, the YouTube sneaker community around 2013 to 2016 was like very impactful on pretty much us in general, like Mr. Fomer Simpson and Jason Donner, so many other people. Yeah. But I figured out about Ronnie Feig and Supreme and like Raf Simons and like pretty much so much stuff in like the high school years, probably my freshman year. But I never had the money to buy any of that shit. So I like just thrifted pretty much all my outfits. And then my senior year, I tried to make clothes. There was no how to screen print or like how to order on Alibaba. There was none of that. So kind of waited to do it until college.
Honestly, I would thrift some stuff too. I like thrifting things. Some of my favorite shirts and jackets I thrifted. I wouldn't really say there's like a overarching like brand or streetwear brand that I was like, holy shit. You know, I do like Supreme. Coach has showed me a bunch of Supreme stuff. He's definitely got good taste and all that. I like Bape stuff. I know a lot of people don't like I like all the crazy Bape stuff, like the camo stuff. I don't have any of it, but I think I really like the in your face kind of shit. I like Ed Hardy kind of things. Again, I ain't got no Ed Hardy or whatever, but I like that in your face kind of shit.
I got one brown Ed Hardy shirt and I love it. So I would definitely cop some Tulsa Trap Ed Hardy shit. That sounds cool.
I do have one Ed Hardy piece. It's because Coach got it for me. He got me a little wallet. It's like a little leopard print Ed Hardy wallet.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Well, shit, guys. Any kind of comments or things you wanted to add about your brands that you want the people to know that, you know, this is why you should care about Tulsa Trap or Deer Lover Co? Because there are so many brands out there. It's so hard, in my opinion, from my perspective, as a creator who talks about these, to like have enough room and space for each one of these brands. But for me, there is a lot of value in supporting people like you guys who are really out there doing it, small business owners trying to get started or trying to expand, I guess.
I mean, yeah, that you hit it right on the nose. I mean, we're small businesses, you know, and like pretty much every part of the product that we're doing, we're hands-on with. Like we're not asking a manufacturer to do anything. Like your backpack, I made every single one of those patches by myself. The jackets, me and Braden went to Sam's house, dyed every single one of them. I cropped them, I cut them, we do everything. I do pretty much all the embroidery for Tulsa Trap now. They do a lot of my screen printing. Like, it's us. So that's what we do. We love grinding. We love making the actual process of making these clothes.
Made in the USA.
Not one of those companies that are talking about how I made $50,000 off one drop. We just appreciate that people that fuck with our shit, and it'll continue to be like that.
I love that, man. I think making your own clothing, it really does make the difference. Like anybody can go on, upload a design to Redbubble or Teespring or whatever and get someone to print it and drop ship it, and then you get it and the screen print's kind of ass and it dies after like 3 washes and you're just like, yeah, I made a logo. And I've definitely done that a few times. It is easy. You just want to shit something out, but there is that difference and that hands-on approach that is super apparent. Like on the jacket, man, like when I was wearing it all weekend, I was just noticing little things about the pockets and like, yeah, it's a military jacket that's repurposed and the Deer Lover screen print looks awesome. Same thing with the Tulsa Trap hat. Like it's a good quality hat. And I think you guys are like all the way there with your quality. I mean, you can always step it up, but there is that balance of like, you know, do you want to be the new brand charging $100 like Hellstar coming out of nowhere and being like $200 t-shirts? Like, I think that's not as consumer friendly, and I think people are much more willing to get into a new brand if you guys are offering good quality, pretty decent prices. Like from what I've seen, it's really cool stuff.
For sure. And like what I was talking about earlier, we really do fuck with our community. Like, for example, at Tulsa Trap, was that a month ago? We did Diego's pop-up for his music
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, a month or two ago. And then we have another friend that makes clothes, and we got him to do his pop-up. We're continuing to try to help as many people as possible. I really care about Tulsa a lot. I've been in Glenpool, but I fuck with Tulsa pretty much ever since I graduated high school. And building that community that we've built and so many memories, like We'll have our rapper friends just pull up and show us unreleased music. We got friends that'll just come shoot some shit at the shop. And it's a really cool feeling, bro. It's a really good feeling. I'm very blessed to be able to do what we're doing right now.
That's awesome.
Ain't nobody in Tulsa really be doing like the creative shit full time. So like everyone's like full on working, just trying to make shit happen in their free time. Like I work full time, Coach works full time, my buddy Sam works full time. That's why we're only in the shop a few days a week, really only open on fully open on one day. All of our friends that make clothes, all our friends that rap and shit like that, that's not their full gig. We're all taking care of each other. You know what I'm saying? We're all trying to interlock and bring everybody up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, same here. People ask me sometimes, are you a full-time YouTuber? I'm like, dude, hell the fuck no. Like I wish, but it's just not like that. So yeah, doing it in the free time, that's amazing. What's like one last thing you want to tell the people about your brands, or if you've covered it all, that's cool. From my perspective, you guys are really putting in the work, keep grinding. And I'm going to definitely be here supporting you in any way that I can. I know, Coach, you were saying that potentially for my 5K subs giveaway, there might be an opportunity for people to get some hands-on deer lover stuff. That's true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe
Yes,
some
sir.
Tulsa Trap as well. We'll see. But I think that'd be super cool.
Yeah, we could throw some hats in or something. People love hats. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Me and Braden have definitely talked about this. We're definitely going to crank it up in the next couple months. We're like halfway through the year. I feel like I've done some stuff, but the shit for the next 6 months might be even more crazy in the first 6 months. And the shit for 2026,
I love it.
Insane.
Little fall, winter 25. Look forward to.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, honestly, we'll figure it out.
Hell yeah, dude. Rock and roll. Well, thank you guys so much for hopping on. I appreciate this brief, insightful conversation, and looking forward to seeing more products that you guys design. And I'll definitely be here showcasing it in my Sleeper Streetwear of the Week segment. So anytime you guys have some stuff, you want to send me pictures or anything like that, definitely hit me up and I will showcase that here on the channel just to give people some previews. Because I think the one thing that I've learned from Supreme, and the one thing Supreme does so well, is people know what's coming out like 4 to 5 days before the release. And then there's that hype window that I think, at least on the internet side of things, people really enjoy, like seeing a product, like seeing the pictures of it and getting excited about this drop. And like there's that whole anticipation process that I think if you can capture people's attention for those 3 to 4 days, it can really make the impact of getting them to like be on your website when the password changes or the password goes off and they can buy stuff. And I think you can capitalize on that with maybe some trailers. And I know a lot of brands do those videos and stuff like that. And I've seen you guys do some of that as well on Instagram. I think anytime you can get some teasers, things like that, it can get people excited because they can get the visual representation of the product and see it in the real world. That's always a cool thing too. That's what I have to say.
And I want to say this before we get off. Just want to say thank you so much for you making your videos. They've helped me out so much. I watch every single one of them. Every time you upload, probably I haven't missed a video in the last year.
I appreciate that, dude. Thank you.
It definitely motivated me to start being more consistent with my drops and seeing how fire Supreme's been this last year. It's been really cool. So yeah, definitely very motivating.
Absolutely. Well, hell yeah, boys. We can call it there. Check out Deer Lover Co. on Instagram.
Deer Lover Co. Big Cartel or something.com. I guarantee you're already going to put a link in the bio.
We'll have a link in the bio. TulsaTrap.com. Are you Tulsa Trap on Instagram as well? Yeah. Perfect. Awesome, boys. Well, thank you again and have a great day.